Hello, I'm Jimm Ites. I'm an 86-year-old guy. I'm sitting in this little thing. It's a thing to me. It's called a golf cart. And I've got a chauffeur, Rick, sitting right over there, ready. He's ready to do my bidding. I feel like I'm a big boss sitting in here. But anyway, what I want to say is I was walking in Menards one day, and this guy came up and he poked his finger in my butt. And I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I wanted to see how hard your butt is." He said, "Why do you have such a hard butt?" I said, "Because squats." So when you're a power lifter, you can't say squat. You got to say squat. And deadlift. Deadlift works your glute muscles. And see, you can ride a bicycle all over the country and never work your glute muscles. But in powerlifting, when you have your feet like you're a little duck walking down the road, then you're able to work your glute muscles. And you can stand up and try that for a test yourself. When you have your feet turned out like this, you can clench your butt. And we call that in powerlifting our nut cracking position. You put a nut in there, you can crack it with your glute muscles because they're very powerful muscles. But when you turn your feet in, you can't flex your glute muscles. And I had a guy start training with me one time, and he told me he rode a bicycle 50 miles every day. But he had no triceps, he had no glute muscles. And boy, when he started powerlifting, was he ever stiff for about a week, because he was using muscles that nobody ever uses before. But back to the guy in Lowe's, and I always called it Lowy Lowe's. And so he said, "How is it you're so old and so healthy and so strong?" And I said, "It's simple. I say so." And he said, "How is it you can say so?" I said, "Because my Creator in Mark 11:23 said, 'I will have what I say.'" Now, I can't say that for you. You have to hear the Creator say it to you personally. You see, when you hear me say that, if you're motivated, you'll go talk to God and say, "Why don't you talk to me like that? And tell me that what you say, you will see. What you say, what comes out of your mouth, will see." And that's been the story of my life. All my life, my belief is in Romans chapter 10, verse 8, that God is in the words of faith that you